Hi, my name is Claire Shu, and I'm from the Harker School in San Jose, California, and I'm so excited to share my research project, a novel, personalized, cost-effective system to enhance social-emotional skills in autistic children using mental digital twin and computer vision. This will help foster inclusive and dyadic interactions. Autism spectrum disorder, or ASD, affects 1 in 36 children in the U.S., increasing 317% in the past 2 decades. The primary symptoms involve social-emotional deficits such as reciprocal eye engagement and facial expressions as stated in the DSM-5, a diagnostic and statistical manual for diagnosing mental disorders. And so, now I'll take you to the very origins of how the story started.
Since 5th grade, I've been hosting weekly reading clubs to guide English learners to read through simple-to-understand books such as Flat Stanley. This is the Cupertino Library, and this is where I check out books for the reading club. For example, we have Flat Stanley and also The Berenstain Bears, which is the most liked series in the reading club. And I've named a project persona after Flat Stanley as it can relate to a lot of the students. And throughout these 5 to 6 years, I've noticed that sometimes when I try talking to the students, rather than looking at the central areas, they would look elsewhere. I've also noticed that when I reached a certain point in the book and make a certain expression, such as happiness, they would not reciprocate. And so I reached out to several of their parents and learned that they were diagnosed with ASD.
I've also learned that several of them even got to 10+ therapies, but quit shortly after not seeing the results quick enough. Current therapies are not highly personalized and precisely measured. The hourly charge is also inaccessible by many. And so, out of curiosity, I reached out to local therapists and read through multiple papers online to learn more about their behavior. Their behavior aligned with 3 key neurological findings. The first one is the amygdala dysfunction, which helps emotional interpretation. The second is the mirror neuron system, which influences understanding social cues through facial expressions. And the third is the relevance detector theory, which assists in prioritizing sensory information. Moreover, existing AI models use general facial datasets that underrepresent ASD traits, in which asymmetry and side glancing are not uncommon. My hypothesis is that AI copilot training will effectively improve social-emotional skills by tailoring to the autistic individual's preferences or subtypes and unique facial features. Furthermore, utilizing digital twin training partners will increase engagement in training. And so, I designed and implemented the HarmonyVisage system, which the 3 neurological findings supports. Through 4 levels of personalized training based on individual preferences or subtypes, HarmonyVisage offers real-time feedback on subtle facial emotional cues and reciprocal eye engagement with spatial and temporal precision to highlight the gap between a child's intention and others' perception. For children with ASD, emotional learning requires explanation. My solution identifies the 13 key emotion-engaging areas with specific measurements. HarmonyVisage pinpoints and appraises these specific movements and motivates participants' subtle improvements. This system also utilizes mental digital twin to train mirror neuron system, introduces the salience map detector to guide a trainee's attention to the target image scene for improved information prioritization, and is built on an unprecedented ASD multimodality dataset. HarmonyVisage offers an accessible and scalable system for on-demand sessions at home as well as for clinicians with data-driven insights, improving the quality of life for ASD children and their families. My system has been proven effective through training 46 participants, ranging from ages 6 to 13, who in total completed over 3,500 training sessions in an 8-week period. As a result, statistically significant improvements in reciprocal eye engagement and facial expressions were observed in 3 of the 4 subgroups. Furthermore, the system demonstrated statistically significant positive engagements using digital twins. Over time, I learned to connect with the ASD community and learn to adapt to any changes in situations, whether it's feedback from the community or the latest update in technology, such as an improved method for digital twin recording. HarmonyVisage's auto-detected subtypes, unique facial features, and digital twin effectively improves ASD population's primary symptom, deficit in the social-emotional skills. In the future, I would like to extend the solution population to broader developmental disorders beyond ASD. I also like to thank the Davidson Institute for providing me with this amazing opportunity to share my research. In a world transformed by AI, we expand our understanding beyond the visible, bridging the gap between perspectives and thus contributing to an inclusive and harmonic society in the near future. I also studied the parallel between biological and artificial neuron and drew a connection, and presented these insights at the SFBA ACM. In both biological and artificial neural networks, which is used in computer vision, edge detection is crucial for processing visual information. In the brain, the lateral geniculate nucleus, also known as LGN, enhances contrast before passing signals to the primary visual cortex, or V1. There, neurons with receptive fields selectively respond to edges at specific orientations, forming the basis for shape perception. Similarly, in artificial neural networks, convolutional filters act as the V1 cells. In early layers, they detect edges by emphasizing contrast, and as the layers deepen, they integrate these edges into complex patterns, mirroring how biological vision builds towards object recognition. As the digital world evolves faster than ever, I want to share what this means to me. My morning song blares off, pull me back to reality. Silicon Valley's beam of sunshine starts my typical AI-filled day. What's new today? I asked Alexa. Transformer model, Sora, Gen AI-based drug discovery, pour my morning oatmeal and fuel my identity. I'm also a digital native, so I'm right at home with social media and the ways technology shapes our interactions. Being tech-savvy means I'm quick to adapt, like staying ahead of the curve in a constantly evolving digital world. Through the emerging technologies, I help Gen Z navigate the digital landscape, social media addiction, and the scrolling, stress, and explore ways to harness it for research, like enhancing socio-emotional skills. Now, if I turn the situation around, I would instead take control and become a technology creator. With the digital age progressing faster than any previous eras in human history, learning to put the technology into use will help shape the future generations to come.